Can children learn to study and concentrate from a toy? With the Happy Cube, they can. Are learning skills a problem with a child in your life? Then stay tuned, because these kids, this doctor, and this professional football player will show and tell us how the Happy Cube can give anyone the tools they need to be successful. Right now, let's welcome our host of Incredible Breakthroughs. Here's Tony Hoffman.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Hoffman, and welcome to Incredible Breakthroughs. If you're wondering why these kids and adults are so happy, it's because they're experiencing something brand new, the Happy Cube. I just happen to have one with me, naturally. And just what is the Happy Cube? Well, it's probably one of the greatest educational learning toys for kids to come along in decades. And mom and dads, that's not all bad, is it? Now, we've got Flipper Anderson, star of the Los Angeles Rams football team, who's going to come and join us in just a bit. But right now, to tell us all about the Happy Cube, let's welcome Mr. Happy Cube himself, Dave Dettman.
Hey, Tony.
Happy Dave, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Hey, this is just great. Tell me, what's so special about the Happy Cube?
The Happy Cube is the only two-dimensional puzzle of its kind that makes into a 3D cube.
It certainly is. It's a three-dimensional cube already.
That's right. This cube has sold over 40 million in Europe.
40 million of these cubes in Europe?
That's right. And it's here now.
Well, we got it first in America right here on Incredible Breakthroughs.
That's right. Let me show you how it works. You start out from a two-dimensional puzzle.
Okay.
And you progress by putting the pieces together slowly to a three-dimensional cube.
You end up just like that.
That's right.
Now, it can't be that. It's not that easy.
The Happy Cube is not only a two-dimensional puzzle that makes into a 3D cube, but it is also one of the best educational tools.
Whoa. Don't say the word educational. There's a lot of kids out there watching, and they're going to turn us off if they think it's educational. They think you can't have fun and be educated at the same time.
The Happy Cube can be fun, and you can have that at the same time. I think I got you on this one. Come on over here and let's see what the kids are doing.
Okay. Hi, kids.
Hi, Tony!
What are you working on?
The Happy Cube!
All right!
See, Tony, what they're doing right here is they're putting the Happy Cube together. They've got the green one with 5 stars on it. When they put that one together, all 5 stars are on the outside of the cube. When they put the red one together, no stars are on the outside of the cube.
What about the yellow one in the middle?
It's got 3 stars on it because I made it easier for everybody. And he's working on the second one.
All right, we'll be back to this table, but I want to see what's
here.
going on over here.
Now, these children are playing with the primary numbers 1 through 20.
Was that 20 cube? You make a
No,
cube
that's not a 20-piece cube. This has 3 different possibilities. One which we've broken down on the back into forms of travel. The next is forms of animals. And on the other side, we've got food groups.
So they can either work with the groups or they can turn them over and pick out 6 numbers and put them together?
That's correct.
Well,
if they pull out the airplane, the bicycle, the boat, the train, and the bus, it makes a cube.
And they're learning their transportation.
That's right, Tony.
I love that. And the other one, the foods, they're learning the 6 different foods, and the third one is the different animals.
The different
What
animals.
are you working on?
Food.
You're putting together the food parts. Oh, you almost got it together. All right, what are you working on?
Transportation.
Transportation. Oh, there's the little train you're putting on there, I noticed. All right, well, you keep working on it. Let me just see what you're working on over here. You must have what's left. What do you got?
Animals.
All right, you got 3 of them together. You're going to keep working? Is it fun?
Yes.
All right. Now, okay, so we have the food and the transportation and the animals and the numbers, and we have the plane cubes. What do we have at that table?
This is a really special table. We have the alphabet. And when a child picks out different combinations, let's say they pick out A, Z, Q, R, T, and V.
All right.
It makes a cube.
So another, okay, we have what, 26? Or I see 28 because you have the question mark and you have the
We
exclamation
have 10
point.
different possibilities from the cube. And if they can't make the cube, they can put it back in the grid because they all know what goes next to the A, the B.
Okay, so in other words, the children can learn 6 different letters of the alphabet. Mom can have a child work with 6 different letters today.
That's
and
right.
tomorrow take out 6 other letters.
That's right.
And it's a game.
That's right.
That's why it's called the Happy Cube.
And not only that, Tony, on the back, we've got all 28 of the NFL teams.
you're licensed to have NFL teams on it?
It's the officially licensed product of the NFL. The child can pick out 6 of their favorite teams and make a cube.
All right, moms, is that going to keep the kids quiet for a while? I'll tell you what. I'll bet you there's some dads at home that are going to steal this one to get their 6 favorite teams and put it together.
It's for the child and all of us, Tony.
I noticed it says on the box from 3 to 103.
Yes.
I fall right in the middle. I think I'm going to work on that.
And these are the different combinations that can be made out of that one alphabet cube.
So you can put together bigger cubes out of the small cubes even.
That's correct.
Well, look at that. And I noticed back on the first table, because I want to get over that, I love the color designs. You get all the colors put together.
Let me show you this. Let me explain what happens when you take all 3 of these cubes and you really get into making the Happy Cube. They're taking the different colors and making multiple combinations of the Happy Cube.
Wait a second. You didn't tell me you could do that.
I didn't have to. It's exciting. It's magical.
Now, you got one red one and a whole bunch of yellow ones here.
That's right. If you take the correct pieces from the red and the yellow, it makes a cube.
How am I going to know which is the right one?
There's only one combination of the red and yellow.
Oh, that's tough.
Only one combination. But the green and the yellow and the red make this.
Wow, now that.
Not only that, the green, the yellow, and the red also makes this.
You mean you can put this one together?
You can do that too. And you can do this one.
All right, now what about that one?
This one is a combination of the alphabet, the NFL, the red, the yellow, and the green.
And that looks like the same thing here. This is the NFL, the alphabet, the red, the green, and the yellow?
That's right. But don't forget about one thing. You notice the numbers are on there too?
Uh-oh, we got those too.
So when they're sitting down, if they take 1 through 20, the alphabet, the 3 cubes, and the numbers, what do you got?
You have one big cube.
One big cube.
All right. Oh, now I'll tell you, that, you know, and I just realized something because it just slipped out of my hand. This is safe, is it not?
Yes, the Happy Cube is extremely safe. It's made out of a very, very safe EVA foam.
And so therefore the little kids, no problem about if a little kid chews on it or something like that,
Nope.
little brother, little sister?
It's been U.S. tested from ages 3 to 103.
Now that's important.
There he did. He did it. He really did it.
It was tough.
Yes.
Was it fun?
Yes.
You want to do another one?
Yes.
All right. Well, here's a green one to do. Work on that one for a while. All right. Now, the question I've got for you, and I know this from when I've worked with kids before, and I've tried to put together puzzles. If you can't complete it, it's very discouraging. Can everyone put together a 3-dimensional cube?
Everybody can do the Happy Cube. It takes on that 3D form and it gives you that sense of accomplishment and that just that overall overwhelming sense of gratification. And the fact that you complete it and you watch that 3-dimensional cube come to a form and a completion, it's exciting. It makes learning fun.
And if you don't complete the 3-dimensional one, you can always complete the 2-dimensional one by putting it back together.
That's right. And speaking of completions, I've got a really special friend of mine here, Flipper Anderson.
That's a great segue into this routine.
He's from the Los Angeles Rams, and he's here to talk about some of his completions.
All right. Dave, those were just great clips.
Weren't they beautiful?
They really were. But now, let's bring out the real person. Let's bring out Flipper Anderson. Flipper, what was it like with all those screaming fans when you made those great catches?
Oh, it was great fun. It probably was one of the greatest thrills of my life, catching those balls and, you know, just developing my hand-eye coordination, you know, catching the balls.
Well, you know, that's what it's all about, I guess, and that's what we're trying to talk about with the Happy Cube. I mean, you've made a lot of money, and we all know you have a big contract with the Rams, and you're in the NFL, and so many kids look up to you because you are in the NFL, and they want to get here. And as you said, it's hand-to-eye coordination. And well, tell me what you think about the Happy Cube and how it can relate.
Well, I think a lot of kids as well as adults take their hand-eye coordination for granted, and playing with the Happy Cube and learning with it helps develop those skills and keep them very sharp.
Well, great, and I want to thank you, and I know you joined us a little earlier, and we were out, and I'd like to just tell people what just happened. We went on location to 3 different elementary schools to see how the Happy Cube would be received by the students, the teachers, and even the principals. After introducing David and Flipper, Dave presented the Happy Cube to the class, and we just stood back and watched them have fun.
I'm in trouble.